Videos recorded by U.S. Navy personnel have added a new layer of evidence to the current national debate about UFOs. For the first time, radar images recorded inside a Navy ship have confirmed the presence of several unknown objects that swarmed around the ship for hours. I-Team reporter George Knapp here with a story that broke today on Mystery Wire.
Thanks, Brian. Over the past 3 years or so, the public has been able to see several astounding images of what certainly qualify as UFOs during encounters with the U.S. Navy. There's no question that the Pentagon has censored data to go along with the photos and videos, but none of that information has been leaked or otherwise released. That is, until today.
For 2 long hours on the night of July 15, 2019, the crew of the USS Omaha detected on multiple sensor systems unknown objects that surrounded the ship as it moved through ocean waters west of San Diego. One of the objects, a self-illuminated sphere at least 6 feet in diameter, flew alongside the Omaha for an extended period and was observed through a thermal sensor in the ship's combat center. Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell released the Navy video weeks ago and says similar events were reported by 8 other Navy ships in the same area over 3 days.
Mark bearing and range.
There was numerous warships that are having similar it appears to be coordinated interaction, and this whole series was within this kind of, I'd say, circumference of 100 miles, and there was up to 50 to 100 contacts.
In the last 3 years, the Pentagon has reluctantly confirmed the legitimacy of UFO images captured by Navy ships and air crews, including these photos taken off the coast of Virginia and the better-known videos, the so-called Tic Tac incident and the gimbal.
Look at that thing!
But other than the images themselves, there's been no release of censored data to buttress these cases. There is now.
Well, if you can write a general lat long where we're at, and the number of contacts you got, the course and speed meters on them.
Over a period of hours, crew members on the USS Omaha, which is located in the center of this radar screen, monitored the approach of the unknown objects, as many as 14 at one point, all around the ship. 2 different radar systems watched the objects and estimated their speed.
Track 781 just sped up to 46 knots, 50 knots, closing in. 138 knots.
That was pretty much perfectly 000 relative, right?
Yeah.
Corbell obtained the images from sources he declines to identify. The Pentagon's UAP task force considers the Omaha spheres to be true unknowns. The ships that were under observation by the unknowns were unable to track where they came from or where they disappeared to. The Omaha sphere appears to have vanished into the ocean.
What was splashed?
At that point, it also vanished from all sensors. In one video snippet, 9 of the objects were seen around the Omaha, but 2 of them dropped off, somehow invisible to 2 radar systems.
And it supports the hypothesis that these are not just a balloon dropping into the water, or it's not something that is easily explained. These are true unidentifieds in mass number, and we'll talk more about that, but that's what we're showing people, where you have radar data that goes with FLIR data, what everybody has been belly aching for. So here you go.
If these are foreign-made high-tech drones, how do they fly with no wings, rotors, or detectable exhaust? Do they possess some sort of cloaking ability? The sensor data, combined with the video images, raises difficult questions.
These are unidentified. We don't know what they are. Everybody tries to corner me in saying they're aliens or something like this. I have no idea.
Track as best you can.
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
UFOs have been making the rounds in the news lately, and I came across this one particular clip. And immediately when I saw the photo in the center, I knew that it was an orb. And as I said before, it depends on where they are in the sky at the time you take the picture. If they're up close to the lens, they're going to look enormous, and they're going to look like a UFO. Now, in the later part of the day, when the sun is going down, they often look orange, and it's how the sunlight hits them, which makes them look a little different. And as I said before, they often shape shift. and they move as fast as a UFO would. And when this all began, they appeared metallic in the sky and they kept cloaking. So I do believe that some of this could be a case of just mistaken identity. And angels and harmless souls do not fit the fear agenda of an alien invasion. And I'm adding a disclaimer here. In no way am I trying to discredit the UFO community or saying that UFOs do not exist. I'm just trying to point out that I could easily spot the difference between a craft and what somebody captures is just the same thing that I've been seeing for 3 years now. And they're what I call the good guys. They are our ancestors. They are our guardian angels fighting against the dark side for us. I'm adding in a clip from Sargel18 from the Wanacue Vortex. I have mentioned him several times before in my videos. He has footage of an orb light ship in Iran. Now, as far as this orb energy light ship goes, it still could be an angel, but Sargel18 calls it the multiverse, and I'm sure there's a lot coming through right now. I mean, you've seen some of my nighttime footage. That's definitely not normal, but anyway, we definitely have good guys on our side, so just keep that in mind.
A video of Iran going at an energy, remember I told you the energy multiverse world is here now. I've been photographing them since 1998. They are now the most prominent, the orb ships, the energy beings are the most prominent evidence coming out all over the world besides the elemental world. And they are here to challenge Lucifer, the dragons, for control over third dimension and Earth and us. I got it as soon as it came out, but I forgot to put it up last week. Now it's circulating on the net. But I'm going to show you, and I'm going to talk about it. Iran has had a military base, and I think that the energy ship just wanted to see what the capabilities of. Now, Iran's defenses of their bases are high-tech. Their weaponry and their missiles and bullets, 80mm bullets, tracer bullets, I mean, go through anything if they hit it. They're really intense, and they're supplied mostly by Russia. They probably got some American-made stuff that they got their hands on too, but they are fortified. So you do not want to go at an Iranian military base. They are going to let loose everything on you, and they can destroy you. They can even destroy ships from the United States, planes from the United States, if they come down too low. And this energy ship is flying low over the base, and Iran lets loose on it with everything they have, and it didn't even phase it. They didn't hit it. It didn't phase it. And I'm going to show you the video now of what happened. Here we go. There's the UFO, there's the energy ship, and there's them shooting at it. Look at this thing maneuver. Watch, they let loose. Look at this. They are letting loose everything they have on this thing. And it's just laughing at them. And look at its maneuvering ability. Look at that. Let's watch it again. One more time. Look at this thing maneuver. Outmaneuver those bullets and missiles going at it. that was them going at an energy ship. The same energy ships that I've been showing you for 21 years. They are here. That ship outmaneuvered thousands of rounds of bullets being shot at it, of projectiles and bullets being shot at it. It didn't even phase it. The one thing also, too, some of them might have hit it, but it's in energy form. The bullets and the projectiles would just go right through it, not phasing it. Just like I show you with the beams at the vortex, the many pictures, and I have a lot of pictures of the vortex to show you too, to go over for this 200 episode, for the people that haven't seen certain evidence. They go right through rock, they go right through trees, they go right through you. It doesn't phase them. Only if they become solid do they have to adhere to third dimensional reality.